Chuck Schumer over the weekend. All right, Chuck Schumer, first, let's acknowledge something. Chuck Schumer is a very, very, very powerful man. He is the Senate Majority Leader. He is the leader of the United States Senate. You could make an argument that Chuck Schumer is one of the most powerful people on planet Earth. I know that makes you want to vomit. It makes me want to vomit. It all hurts. I get all that. But Chuck Schumer is a big deal. A really, really, really big deal. And he put up and has since deleted a picture of him pretending to grill. Now, you may ask why he deleted it. And Mr. Producer, if you don't mind, would you just leave that picture up? Looking at me right now is not gonna do anything. So he deleted it. If you look really closely, you can see why he might delete it. He got some guff for that picture. He got guff for the picture because he's allegedly grilling and he has raw burgers on the grill and a piece of cheese laying on top of what is not only a raw burger that very clearly just came out of the pre-made package, but you don't put the cheese on the raw burger to melt it. Okay, so that's the picture. Now, I want you to leave the picture up if you don't mind, Mr. Producer. That picture's fine, whatever. I want you to think about this in a little more depth, because he's not the only one who's done something like this. I was going to show you the Kathy Hochul picture. She did the same thing, but set that aside. I want you to just look at this, and I want you to think about this. What went into this? The most powerful man in the United States Senate decided that he wanted to do something relatable, all right? So he and or his staffers, we don't know how many staffers were involved in this decision, he and or his staffers, they very clearly had a discussion about this. Hey, what do we do? How do I look normal? What do I do to look like I'm one of the people? And of course, they came up with grilling. What do those normal people do? What do the peasants do? Well, they grill, right? Okay, what do they grill? Burgers and dogs? Yeah, let's do that. And they went and they purchased some things at the store. They got a camera set up for the photo op. But this might be the part that fascinates me the most. Chuck Schumer or his staffers, actually everybody involved in this, they don't even know how. And this is not about cheeseburgers, and you know my love for cheeseburgers. This is not about grilling or not about anything. But the people who run the planet, we'll make this about America though, the people who run the United States of America, they are so disconnected from you. They are so disconnected from reality that even when they're bending over backwards to lie and pretend like they understand you or understand me, they are so disconnected from real people, they don't even know how to fake like they're grilling a cheeseburger. And again, look, Mr. Producer, you can put it up now if you want. I already teased it. Kathy Hochul, this is not a one-off. These Democrat politicians continue to do this. Kathy Hochul getting ready to serve up some raw burgers in her white dress. Yeah, that dress would look great, or skirt or whatever it is when you're done grilling up all this. And she caught all kinds of crap for that clearly fake picture. Not only do these people live a lie every moment of every day, everything they say, everything they do, none of it is genuine. It's all a lie. And they're lying to try to act as if they understand or care about you at all. But I have said this before. I know I've said it on my radio show, and I know I've said it to you here before. If the soul, every human being has a soul. If the soul was actually an organ in your body, let's say your soul is your heart. It's just for argument purposes. So the soul is an organ. It's your heart. Now, I know what a heart looks like, a human heart. You've at least seen pictures of it or diagrams in the doctor's office. Maybe you are a doctor and you've seen one, but you know what a human heart looks like, right? So let's make that the soul. If you were to take the people who run this country and perform surgery on them and open them up, let's say maybe they even died, and you had to do an autopsy on them, you were to open up Chuck Schumer's chest, it wouldn't even look human, compared to yours. You look at your soul and that of your family members and friends and everyone you know, and you would know that's what a human soul looks like. But these people, they're so depraved, so twisted, so fake, so, I don't even know, that what's inside of them isn't even recognizable as human anymore. And the most amazing thing about it is they don't even know how to pretend to be. It used to be they could at least pretend to know about what we know, to care about what we care about, to do the things that we do. These people are so disconnected from reality, they don't know how to pretend to grill a cheeseburger now. It's why, like, when you see people like Janet Yellen, this is actually a really great example. Janet Yellen is the Treasury Secretary. And it's important to understand about Janet Yellen, she's much more than that. She is the elite of the elite. You know, she worked for Obama, and as soon as Obama lost to Trump, Janet Yellen, she didn't go to the poorhouse, of course. She went right from Obama to working on Wall Street, clearing 3 million Goldman Sachs speeches, giving lessons to the smartest, most accomplished people in the world. And now she's back. She's Treasury Secretary. Okay, that's a really big deal. My goodness, America's monetary system, the Treasury, these are major, major things. And so this human being, just by the position she's held, the jobs, the everything else, everything should lead you to believe that Janet Yellen is the most connected human being on the planet, at least in the country, on what people are going through financially. Just by virtue of her position, she should be the smartest person in the country. And listen to this person.
I think the inflation that we experienced after the pandemic just compounded this feeling for them that life isn't affordable. I would point out, of course, that wages have also gone up during this time, and government studies show that for households at all points in the income distribution, wages have gone up somewhat more than prices.
Secretary Yellen, I only have about...
American is somewhat better off.
You're fine. Prices? Wages have gone up more. Everything's fine. Everything's doing great. Nobody who's even vaguely connected with real, normal people thinks everything is great right now. Across the country, everyone is suffering. Savings being drained, credit cards being maxed out. You name it. Financially, it's happening to the people out there. And yet the people who lead the country are so disconnected from us. They don't even know how to pretend to care about you. And speaking of the disconnect, look, it's not just Democrats. I saw last week the House passed the NDAA, National Defense Authorization Act. It's not a big military spending thing. $895 billion. And everyone was yelling about this or that part of it. The selective service is mandatory now. Oh my gosh, it's women. They're going to draft women. And everyone was focused on all those things. And all that stuff is fine. Focus on whatever you want. But $895 billion? Do you know how many politicians I saw complaining about that price tag on either side? 0. Oh, I saw some on the right complaining about the whole women getting drafted thing and all that stuff, but not a single Democrat or Republican that I saw. It may have happened, but I didn't see it. Not a single one that I saw complained about spending $895 billion. So allow me to explain this again for everyone who is confused. We don't have any money left. All the money is gone. They have looted the Treasury. We are now borrowing every single penny. We are borrowing it all. Non-discretionary spending, that's all the spending that's automatic that they can't touch. It gobbles up more than the entire federal budget. The interest on the debt alone will exceed military spending. And so allow me to explain this because no one seems to care about the debt but me and like 5 people. It's me and you and 5 other people. The reason you can't afford eggs and burger is because of Washington's spending and printing. Every new trillion here and trillion there and trillion here has made your life more expensive. And what you're involved in now, what you are in now, it's not a Biden blip. That's something we have to understand. Yes, Joe Biden and the Democrats have made everything worse, but this isn't a Biden blip that's going to get fixed if we just get Biden out of the White House. We are having our entire nation torn up, hollowed out, and gutted. And we are in the very beginning stages. I know it feels like we're deep in it. We are in the beginning stages. This is a taste of the financial disaster that is coming for a country that can no longer pay its bills and can no longer print its way out of having problems. And the people who will pay for that are you. You're the one who's going to pay. It won't be the Schumers. It won't be the Janet Yellens. You will just slowly and steadily watch your entire standard of living disappear like a vapor in a breeze.